Welcome to Thriver TV, the place to break free from narcissistic abuse with quantum tools and understandings. And I want to expand on recent Thriver TV episodes, helping you empower yourself against narcissists. And in this video, I want to talk about how to flush out the sneakiest and the most cunning of narcissists of all, covert ones. These are the ones who slip through and take you in cleverly and expertly. Think con person. People will tell you that there is no defenses against these people, but there is truly. Now, there's no way that I'm going to tell you what to look out for regarding a covert narcissist. Rather, today I'm going to tell you who you need to be. And this is really important knowledge, whether in love, friendships, family affairs, or business. Thank God we now have the way to recover from covert narcissists. And those of you healing and rebuilding from this, just as I did, I know there is no way you wish to repeat another relationship like you've been through or are going through ever again. So, watch this video today to learn how this really is possible. Now, before we get started, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do. And if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. All right, so let's start learning how to flush out a covert narcissist before it's too late. And I'm going to start backwards from the end goal, and I'm going to grant you all the stuff in between to do this. Today is a workshop where, if you really are serious about empowering and inoculating yourself against the covert narcissist, there's some homework. Because all the looking out for them in the world may not allow you to spot one. And also, if you're still unconsciously handing power away, even when things may seem a little off, your brain will organize itself around the still unhealed inner parts of yourself and make excuses as to why not to listen to or back yourself and your intuition. So let's start with the end goal, which is looking at what life would look like if you were impervious to the deceptions of a covert narcissist. The end goal we're all aiming for is that you feel secure enough in yourself to take your time to get to know a person, whether it be romantically, in a business sense, or even a friendship. That is, that you don't let people fully into your heart, life, body, bed, bank account, and resources until you've taken the time to get to know them. This means that when stuff arises that is questionable, you get straight to the point, question this person's motives calmly and clearly without guilt or remorse, and you require accountability, honesty, and proof regarding who they profess to be. And if you don't receive the validation, truth, and solidness that you need, then you don't proceed. You let go and you move on. So the real questions here are you willing to take your time to get to know someone? Are you able to stand up and speak up if necessary without fear of the repercussions? Are you able to say no more and leave this person without trying to fix, change, and hope to make questionable deals work? These are the questions, if you graduate, that make you totally impervious to any narcissist, no matter how covert they are. And the big questions underlining these is this. And you may have heard me talk about this point at times before. Are you empowered enough to lose it all to get it all? Being able to answer yes to all 4 questions and being this brave and strong and taking control is your end goal. It's the only way you can ever, as a healthy adult, be the generator of your incredible life and fully get out into life without fear, no matter what anybody else is or isn't doing. So let's start peeling all of this back. Let's have a look at taking time to get to know a person. This is the deal. Narcissists, even cunning coverts, screw up. They have gaps, overinflated egos, and the inability to healthily process delayed gratification, disappointment, and not getting what they want. They need to move things along, whatever their agenda is, quickly, in order to get the energetic payoff of the energy expended on it. They have chinks that become obvious if you are assessing somebody's character and past and taking your time to ascertain them. If you let somebody move on you and into your life too fast, which is foolhardy anyway, and only possible if you're bewitched by somebody's love bombing, then you can be taken in. Otherwise, you can't. This is where I want you to deeply self-investigate any emotional gaps inside you that you may have. Gaps that allow you to be love bombed, whether it be a friendship, love relationship, or a business deal, or by any narcissist in your life. What I want you to do when doing this is to take a few deep breaths and really connect with the feelings inside you. And please know your answers are not in your head. They come deeply from within your inner being. And this is why the Thrive Way to Heal is so powerful and effective, because we get to the truth of what is going on inside you and work with you there. This is the only way we heal from patterns that aren't serving us and break through into becoming a new self where life and love does work. So these questions, you are going to go back and do these after the video and stop and pause so that you can really tune in. So we're going to start with this question. With whom did I hand over my trust, love, sex, resources, time, efforts, or money quickly without getting to know the character of this person? And I want you to take your time to be really honest with yourself and write your answer. And then next, let's go deeper. I want you to ask yourself, what did I think I would gain from them by trusting them so quickly? And again, be lovingly self-honest. Was it love and companionship? Was it a better life than the one you felt you were having without them? Was it relief from loneliness and sadness? What was it? Really tune in and feel deeply. And write as much about this question as you feel compelled to write. Now let's move on to our next level of deep understanding and self-transformation. Let's have a look at this topic, when stuff happens. Believe it or not, all of life and your soul is designed to back your highest and best life. And we get the warnings we need. These come in the form of inner cues. And the greatest issue is that we've been so disconnected from our inner beings that we don't trust them. Narcissists know this. And when stuff crops up with them, the usual cracks that all narcissists display, or we feel deeply in the form of something isn't right, we feel it deep within ourselves, then they will look you in the eyes and know that most people, despite their inner warnings, will choose to believe them instead. Or if they need to take it to another level, they will have already identified an inner gap you have, such as fear of confrontation, inability to speak up, feeling like you don't have the right to be heard, or feeling wrong when trying to be. They will guilt and confuse you out of investigating and finding out the truth and laying clear, non-negotiable boundaries. We so have to work our way past this. This was huge for me. I was the person who liked to be humble. Speaking up to me felt like grandstanding, being too demanding. It even felt too uncomfortable and horrific to do, exposing somebody who was wrong. I much preferred to brush things under the carpet and just hope for the best. Now, I know how deadly that is. That pattern in my life nearly killed me. So we really need to agree, after being smashed and nearly destroyed by a narcissist, the price is way too big to keep doing this. If you're with me on this and you're ready to stand up and stop doing this, I want you to write down the following comment below this video or below the blog. I want you to write, the price is too big to pay, no more. Not long ago, I had a massive graduation on this score, and I hope that all of you start really graduating on this too. Someone in my life delivered a big pathological lie that was a narcissistic betrayal. I didn't have proof. They tried to guilt me out of my questioning for answers. I trusted my gut and investigated and caught out the deception. Then more lies came, which I again investigated to discover more deception. I obtained this knowledge by questioning people who knew this person about the person's purported activities, without being worried about what they may think. The health of my soul was more important, and I was thrilled to know this person had no place in my life anymore, which I'd suspected for a while. And I broke off all ties and applied block and delete. Also, not long after that, I had an event where my gut fired and I wasn't sure about somebody else's claims in my life. I told them I wanted to check out the situation for my own benefit, and if they hadn't supported this, then the deal would have ended there and then. It all checked out and I was able to proceed with them to the next level of the deal that we're organising. And it can be confusing sometimes. We may not know if our gut instinct is correct or not, but it's about investigating regardless. And if there are at times where I feel uneasy, I will do all that I can to back myself. I can have the necessary difficult conversations knowing that real people are not threatened by this when they are initiated by me with love, authenticity, and self-honour. So really, this is a huge minefield for us because of the fear of crap, being the fears of criticism, rejection, abandonment, and punishment if we speak up. The old me was in dire straits with this. I didn't speak up or investigate or stand up for my rights at all. And I had to do a lot of work on my inner being, which many of us after narcissistic abuse must do. Our necessary inner reflection starts with these questions. When I ignore my inner being, why do I do this? What am I scared about happening if I was to confront and speak up? Do I let people talk me out of investigating and following through to find out the truth? Why? When I discover truths that aren't aligned with my values, do I self-abandon and make excuses for a person's behaviour? Why? Please know that by connecting to your inner being lovingly and supportively and really feeling deeply into the true reasons why you've been stuck in these patterns, you will start to know what you need to work on to never be taken in by any narcissist again. If you don't do this inner work, then life will keep delivering you one narcissist after the next, no matter what you learn about them, because these people are only catalysts to drive you to connect to your inner being and heal you. Okay, so now let's look at this huge biggie. Leaving the person and the deal you thought you may have with them. And I'm going to cut straight to the chase here with a truth bomb. The only reason we hang on to abusive people and hold them responsible for our lives is because we are not being the source of what we want from them in our own lives. And I know so many of you may say, but it's not that simple. I have children, connected businesses, and property. I can't just leave this person. The truth is, hanging on doesn't bring any relief, happiness, or health. And many people in this community who did let go despite enmeshments and even co-parenting discovered when they healed and rose into their power to be the source to themselves and their children without reliance on the narcissist, who absolutely uses this as a hook against you, that the narcissist ceased to have power over them, and that they and their children fared so much better. There are hooks that keep us connected, and until we accept that these are the things that we need to turn inwards and heal within ourselves, we will cling to people who hurt us and experience the same narcissist or narcissist upon narcissist in the future. I so hope you are getting this from a deeper perspective now. No amount of researching or learning about narcissists is going to save you from this fate. Only healing yourself ever does. And we can be really deluded about this. I thought because I was intelligent and capable that I wasn't needy, empty, and suffering survival fears. Yet I was, absolutely. I had shocking inner beliefs and traumas about there being something wrong with me if I was single, and also that I needed a man to survive. I also had terrible fears of abandonment, and it wasn't until cleaning these up inside me that I knew 100% that no matter who it was in my life, I would leave in the face of abuse. And I have ended relationships, friendships, business deals, and anyone who oversteps my boundaries and values without remorse and atonement. I'm just not interested anymore. It's clean and easy now because I don't need anything from these people. Rather, I'm now a firm and solid source to myself and able to share my life with healthy others. But I can assure you it took a lot of NARP work for me to get there. Thank goodness I did it. The relief is undescribable now. Now I barely resemble my old self. Okay, so these are the questions to ask yourself, and I want you to close your eyes and connect with that deep inner truth within you and ask, what are or were my fears about leaving? Why do or did I hang on, even when it is or was incredibly abusive to do so? What was it or is it that I don't feel like I can provide for myself? And please know these questions will grant you some very valuable clues about what you need to heal to never again hand your power over to people who hurt you. If you heal these inner parts into a healthy, solid inner adult, you will easily say when the abuse starts, no deal, you are not my reality. All right, so if you are feeling this one powerfully, I want you to write that below as well. No deal, you are not my reality. Okay, so in closing, this is all leading to being willing to lose it all to get it all, which means this: giving up the notion of life the way we thought we were going to have it, when it clearly isn't being healthy for us. It means being willing to let go, go empty, be aligned with our truth and values, and let all of Source, life and creation itself deliver to us more of who we are being, which is what these forces are always doing. What you will tolerate and accept is who you are. What you already feel as warm and solid and complete as a feeling inside you is who you are, regardless of any real physical evidence of it yet. That is your organic state when you release and reprogram the traumas that are not allowing you to be this person. Covert or any kind of narcissists have absolutely no part in our lives with this level of inner development. Does this help? I really hope it does. Have you had enough of the pain of trying to work them out, the narcissists, instead of sorting yourself out? to change your life? If so, it's time for Thriver Inner Development. And I promise you, it is incredibly liberating and fun and such a relief to do. Yes, it's work, but the results are incredible, because your true self and life will start to glow and grow in time frames and ways that will stun you. So to get started, click the link at the top right of the video. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe so that you'll be notified as soon as each new one is released. And if you click this, click like. Also, please share with your communities so that we can help people awaken to these truths to move out of victimization into their true power. And as always, I'd love to answer your comments and your questions below. I really enjoy doing that. So until the next one, you know what to do. Keep smiling and keep healing and keep thriving, because there is nothing else to do. Lots of love from me and Tiggy. Bye-bye.